Hello everyone. In this video, you are going to learn how to use LabVIEW software. Our main project is to connect LabVIEW and Proteus via virtual comport. In this part, we will mostly talk about LabVIEW programming. First of all, you have to open the LabVIEW. Now we will create a new project. Just click on Create Project. Here we will create totally a blank project. So just select this one and finish. This is the Project Explorer. Under this we have this project. Now we will create a new VI. In LabVIEW there are two windows. This one we called it front panel and this one is the block diagram. So this panel is used for making the user interface and this is the programming part, which is G programming. As we are going to control some LEDs from this LabVIEW, so we need some buttons to control the LED. For buttons you can use this one or I can cancel this one. So whenever you need any tools here, you have to click right button. Okay, as switch is totally a boolean thing, so it has two states, either it is on or off. So we will use a push button for this one. So let's take the push button. Okay, place it, and if you want to copy it, just Ctrl C and Ctrl V. So we are going to control 4 LEDs, so I am giving here total 4 buttons. If you want to change the name of the button, you can also do it. So click on the button, then right button, and here you can change the name. I am giving here the name LED 1. Okay. Again for LED 2, right button, properties, and change the name. LED 3 and LED 4. So these are our 4 buttons. So it has two states, either it is on or off. So now we need some comport to connect. So we have to make some user interface where people can find comport to connect. For that one, we have to select a Visa resource name. So this is actually used for selecting the comport. Click right button and under modern select IO. Then select Visa resource and put it here. So the actual name is Visa resource name. You can also change the name from the properties like before. So click right button and you can change the name here. So we can give it name, select comport and OK. If you click here, you can see if there is any comport available, it will be shown here. Now this is the very simple interface we are going to use. Now we will start the programming part. So now if you move to block diagram part, you can see the corresponding elements are already here. So for LED 1, Here it is LED 1. So LED 2, LED 3, LED 4 and the COM port we just created on the front panel. Now we are going to make some programming for this one. So at first I am going to align this one. I am organizing a little bit here. For that, as this has two states, either true or false, we need a comparison things to compare whether it is true or false. And depending on the true or false, it will give some output. To include that, I will create a comparison. So go to comparison and if. So select if and put it over here. You can see this has total 3 pins. One is for true condition, one is for select pin, and another one is for false condition. So if you connect the select pin with the button, so whatever the result is, it will pass it to the output. So if the state of this button is true, it will pass the true things to the output. Now our task is to put a true things and a false things. In this case, if the button is in true state, we will pass W, and if the button is in false state, we will pass X. Based on this decision, we will take action either on Arduino part or Proteus part. As W and X both are string, constant string, we will put a constant string over here. So click right button, string, and go to string constant. Click it and place it here. When we will place it here, it will connect automatically. In your case, if it will not connect automatically, just connect this 2 pin. So now as we are going to send W for true things, write W here, and if you want to copy it, so copy it and paste it here. In this case, see it is not automatically connected, so I will connect it manually. So if it is false, it will send X, so write X here. So we need these things for all the 4 buttons. So copy it and paste for 3 of these and connect every select pin with the button. So just make sure everyone is connected. So for let 2 true things, we will send A, for let 3 S, and for let 4 D. So this is very simple. So for true, we are sending W, for false we are sending X, followed by all the LED 2, LED 3, LED 4. So the next part that comes, we have all the strings which are single. For serial port, it is possible to send, it is possible to transmit single string, but it will be very difficult to check in the Arduino part, the microcontroller board. So what we are going to do, we will combine these strings, these separate 4 strings into a single string. To do that, we have to take a concatenate strings. So go to programming, under programming string, under string you will get So this one, concatenate strings. Click on this and place it here. So we have here 1, 2, 3, 4, total 4 pair of strings. So we need 5 of these strings, because the last one will be the next line. So let's connect this thing to the string. So the last one is our end statement, so end line command. So go to programming, then string, and take this one, end of line constant. So just put it over here and connect it with the last string. So Arduino will understand that one set of data has been completed, so it will start a new set of data and it will start from the new line. So this is our very simple command. Now our next task is to pass this data into serial port. So we have the serial port user interface here, but we don't have a block diagram or programming behind this user interface. So to do that, what we need COM port. So where will we get the COM port? Similarly, you have to go to the instrument IO. Okay, let's close it first. So you have to go to the instrument IO, then Visa, click on Visa Advanced. Under this you can get bus or interface specific, then serial, then configure port. Just connect it over here. If you see very closely, it has many pins. If you double click on it, you can see the program behind this small block diagram. You can see this is 9600 baud rate by default. As the user will select the COM port by themselves, so what will we do? We'll connect this one with the Visa resource name. So whatever the COM port will be selected, it will connect with the Visa resource name. If you want to see the baud rate, you can click on baud rate like this. Click right button and select the constant. So you can see the baud rate right now. So right now this whole programming will run continuously. To do that, you need a loop, which is a while loop. To get a while loop, you have to go to programming, then you have to select the structure, then you will find the while loop. As this will run continuously, so I make this one inside while loop. And how often you want to continue? So what will be the delay between each while loop? So put a delay. You have to again need to go to programming, then timing, and you can see wait. So just click on this and put it here. And as we are going to make it a constant delay, so let's put a value that is 250 millisecond. So each while loop will start again after 250 millisecond. So this part is done. Now we have to give a stop condition for this while loop. So if you click here, so you can see this is loop condition. Click right button and create constant. So the default case is F. So whenever you push this one, so it will stop. But if you make it true, the whole thing will run only one time. So we fix the loop condition with this thing. So whenever it became false, it will stop. Unless that, it will run continuously. So we need the visa thing inside the while loop. So visa need to collect the data from the while loop. So we need to connect this thing to the while loop. So connected, this one is also connected. So these things need to send the full string to the visa serial. To do that, we need the writing function of a visa. So let's go to the instrument IO again. So here you can see the write over here. So inside the visa, like instrument IO, visa, visa advance, bus or interface specific serial, and then write. So now I will put it over here. So as you see, the first one is the visa resource name. So this is the visa resource name. I will connect these two. And this is the error handling. Let's connect it to this one. And from this output, actually the main data that will write in the buffer. Okay, this is connected now. So from here it need to go out, right? So connect it with the while loop, also the error connection. So whenever this thing will stop, we need to close the COM port. Otherwise the COM port will be always busy. So to close the COM port, you need to simply select this close. So let's connect this two line. Okay, both are connected now. So this is the our G programming part of our very first interface in LabVIEW. So after completing this, if everything is okay, it will run. Let's see the front panel. So this is our front panel. As there is no COM port is selected right now. So if you run this thing, you will not see any COM port. But if you run this one and it doesn't show any error, so your programming loop or the condition you put is absolutely okay. So in our next video, I will show you how to send you your button data to the Proteus. Till then, take care.